Welcome to the Indivisa Show, sponsored by e.l.f. Cosmetics, home to the #1 primer in America, the Power Grip Primer. Whether you're crushing it on the field or tackling the daily grind, Power Grip Primer has your back, keeping your look flawless all day long. Grab yours for just $10 at elfcosmetics.com. We're just going to get right into it. I mean, you're a calm competitor. You're a U.S. Women's National Team gold medalist, a midfielder of the year in the NWSL, a rookie of the year, hailing from Georgia. Croix, welcome to the Indivisa Show. When you were a kid in Georgia, did you ever imagine yourself coming to the Library of Congress, having a gold medal, all of these insane accomplishments that you've racked up this past year?
For sure not the Library of Congress
Just
or
that one.
possibly the Olympic medal. But yeah, as a kid, I just really loved playing soccer and I was good at it. So it's just kind of like, it's fun. Let's see how far it can take me until it got kind of serious.
And how did you first get introduced to soccer?
So my parents I have an older brother. He's
Okay.
about 3-4 years older than me. And my parents put us both in sports, but we lived in England at the time and they didn't have any girls teams yet. So my brother was at a soccer practice and they needed an extra player. And there's little old Croix just hopping in with 3 or 4 years older boys.
Oh my gosh. How did you hang with them? Were you competitive? Were you schooling them?
Yeah, from the stories that they have told me, I was hanging in there. I was scoring goals. And I don't know if you know the indoor facilities, how you can like pass it off the walls.
Those are so much fun. Yeah. And the games get
Exactly.
so competitive because it's just like
Yes.
you're hitting the ball off the wall, it's going around someone, you're doing a little like 1-2. Love those.
Yeah, so much fun.
So for you, did you fall in love with the game at an early age, or was it sort of like a slow burn along the way?
I think I fell in love with the game super early just
Mhm.
because it was a lot of fun and like I was simply good at it. And when things are fun, it's just you want to do them all the time.
Yeah, and how would you say like your family in general impacted your soccer journey and accomplishments? I mean, it sounds like they were pretty involved, and obviously your brother definitely made a lasting impact on you growing up. But how did they impact your pathway?
Yeah, I'm big on family. And they're everything to me. I honestly don't know if I'd be here if it wasn't for them. I'm very competitive and I feel like my brother helps at that. My dad's super athletic, so he just kind of helped me get through not just soccer but like basketball in the competitive
Mm.
sense and like helping me see the game more, and my mom just being like an amazing mom and a support system, and she literally like learned soccer through me and
Oh,
it's the cutest thing. They're amazing.
yeah, I know your parents were in the Air Force. How did
Yes,
that
ma'am.
sort of impact everything?
Well, playing soccer in Europe, like England is a different soccer style. So
Mm.
at a young age, I think I adapted that to my game now. Having like Air Force parents, looking back at it now, I've realized how much structure and organization that they've put on me has helped me get to this point. Not even as an athlete, as like a person as
Yeah.
well.
Just going back to life in Georgia and all your memories there, I mean, what kind of advice would your mom give to you, not knowing much about the game, but just sticking with it? And you went on to, play in college and have a great career there. But what is something that stuck out to you that she said?
Just very motivational. I know that she doesn't know much about it, but her still trying to be involved and help me like go out there and be you, do you, which is something she says to me before every game. They're super proud. They tell me often and it makes my day that I can make them proud of me.
Oh, this season for you, right? You went through a season-ending injury, and in your rookie season, but still went on to have an amazing, amazing first year in the league. What was different about, the recovery journey this time around versus like earlier in your career when you had faced other injuries?
Yeah, with this meniscus tear, it's a different injury, so that itself, it's a shorter comeback time, which is
Yeah.
great. But I feel like my history has helped me get through this the easiest. I'm already running. It's been about 3 months, so
Nice. Okay,
just
that must
having the
feel good.
knowledge, yeah, just having the knowledge, it makes the journey a lot easier.
Was it really hard for you being on the sidelines? I mean, you got to watch your team go on and have an amazing, amazing season, but it's not easy. It's definitely not easy being on the sides.
Yeah, it's hard because I want to be out there,
Yeah.
but At the end of the day, I can't change anything that's
Sure.
happened, and the team still has a job to do. So I loved being on the sideline watching them. It was actually a lot of fun to cheer them on.
You were such a fangirl at the games. Like if you looked up, you were just like, I loved it. You got so into all the games.
Yeah, big fangirl.
I love
So
it. What did you turn to sort of on the harder days? You know, just, I mean, recovery isn't linear. We hear that all the time. How did you get through those moments?
my family, of course, they're always in my corner. I feel like the players that I was surrounded by as well were great. Some are going through similar injuries, so we kind of have
Okay.
our group. Um, but yeah, just the staff, the players, and then my dog, of course.
Oh my
Oh, love
gosh. I can't believe I haven't talked to you about your dog.
him.
Please tell us more.
Yeah, so I have an almost 11-month-old Staffordshire American Terrier. His name is Kush. He's
Kush?
a big boy. He's like 72 pounds.
She's
He's
like
just
bigger
so
than you.
handsome.
It's literally bigger than you.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. Is he with you right now?
he is with me right now.
Oh my god. Okay, maybe later we can get him on the show. That's awesome. So you're returning to your dog and becoming a dog mom throughout your recovery. Like what were other ways that support showed up for you during this time?
People just checking in on me, even friends in Georgia calling me. A couple of my best friends I talk to every day, and they've been with me through my journey for the last one, so that's great. Just getting out in nature, listening to music, drawing, just a lot of hobbies to take my mind off of what's really going on.
One note I have down here for you is you're the athlete and the artist. When you watch soccer, do you ever see the game as like a piece of art?
Definitely, because when you're playing, it's so much different
Mm-hmm.
than when you're sitting there and watching it.
Yeah. Do you feel like art has showed up in other ways in your life, like not just on the field, but maybe like in your home, in school, just in other areas?
Yes, for sure on the field. Like I'm new to the DMV area,
Yeah,
so organizing my apartment is like a form of artistry.
totally.
My outfits, of course.
Yes. How do you get inspiration to dress like the way you do before games and just on the regular?
For sure, it's art. I feel like for me, it comes from how I'm feeling.
Mm.
I feel like a lot of things start from your emotions.
Hmm.
So for me, if I'm feeling super bright and uppity, maybe I want to wear some bright clothes, or if I just want to be comfortable, some sweats, or just really how I'm feeling. Or if I see one piece and I'm like, I know I want to wear that top. So what else am I going to put with it? You know?
I mean, you've won the fashion game, honestly, in this season. I mean, I'll just add that to another award. Have you always been into fashion and style?
Yes,
You
I think my
have.
parents had pretty good taste. They actually sent me a
Oh.
picture of me when I was little and I had a little outfit on. I'm like, okay.
That is so cute. You probably had like all the accessories and things going on. Do you have a favorite jersey or in the NWSL or kit in general?
Yeah,
You do.
kinda.
You do?
I
Okay,
have like a
wait.
top three,
Oh, you have a top three. Hit me. What
kind
are they?
of. Okay. I really like Orlando's purples just because it's so classic,
It is. It is.
and I don't think there's another team that's purple. And then I like Gotham's jerseys. I like the colorway too.
Okay, you're spreading the NWSL love. This is really nice.
Yeah, and then San Diego has some cool ones with the pink and orange.
I wonder what a jersey would look like if you designed it.
That's a great idea.
So one thing I noticed through like talking with you is you're really in touch with just like how you feel and knowing sort of like when you're in a great mood, maybe when you're not in a great mood. Have you always been sort of like this self-aware or what has that work looked like for you?
That's a great question. I could say yes, but I can also say no. I feel
Yeah,
like when you're a kid, you just kind of go with how you're feeling because that's all you know,
totally.
and things aren't as complex. But I feel like as I've gotten older, I've, of course, gone through things and you learn from your lessons. So I feel like for me, that's helped me learn a lot more about myself. I feel like my brain is kind of complex. I think about a bunch all the time.
Mm.
So just try to stay calm.
That's why like on the field you're able just to navigate all the situations and create magic. So, you know, it works in beautiful ways sometimes. Do you have like a moment that you can think of that made you sort of like think about life differently or think about the way that your journey is going differently?
For sure, I'd say every injury. The first one for sure, just because I never got hurt, and for it to be an ACL tear, that's pretty major. And maybe the third one too, just because it's like, okay, that's 3 tears, like, you know.
How did you reframe your mind after those injuries?
I'd say I'm very strong, and I know that I love soccer and that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
So I don't want the injuries to be an excuse or a bump in the road that'll stop me from what I want to do.
And so your goals, right? Looking ahead, I mean, you've accomplished so much as a player and as a person, right? In your rookie season. Do you ever look at what's next as like, oh my goodness, how am I going to add to this? Or are you excited?
I'd say both. I'm definitely excited.
Yeah.
I think I set the bar pretty high for
You
myself.
You
so.
did. The bar is here. I mean, you have a that's a good problem to have though.
Of course. Definitely trying to write some new goals, but the goal for everyone each year should be to make it better than the last one. So
okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of rapid fire. All right.
Ooh.
So I just want you just go with it. Whatever comes to mind, okay?
Okay.
So if you are on aux during pregame, what is the name of the playlist you are turning on?
Handle Business.
Handle Business. What songs or artists are you currently listening to on repeat?
Right now, Future and Young Thug. I've been listening to a lot of like Young Money, which is like Lil Wayne, and then a bunch of R&B.
What determines a good fit day?
Something that matches the weather and the vibe of where you're going.
If you could only wear 3 colors, what colors would they be?
White, black, and baby blue.
No wonder why you like the Gotham Kits.
Oh.
We're on to you. We're on to you. If you could only eat 3 meals for the rest of your life, what would you eat?
Fruit, Jamaican food, and pasta.
And what is the best piece of advice you got during your rookie year?
It was, what do you really want? Like, who do you really want to be? Accomplishments are great, but in reality, this is a team sport and everyone needs to grow.
Who gave you that piece of advice, if you don't mind me asking?
Coach Adrian.
And what was one player that you played against this year that you were starstruck by?
I always feel like Crystal Dunn, just because when I was younger, like when she made the national team and then also being like a Black woman, it was just so inspiring and she's just great. And then meeting her at the Olympics, it's like, okay, you really are amazing, not just as a player, like as a person.
What is your favorite pregame outfit from this past season?
The options. Oh, I had on this vest and I had on like a gray mini skirt with my Pradas.
I remember this outfit. What is one word that you would use to describe this past year?
Insane.
You've won all the awards this year. We're gonna do a segment called the Croix Awards. We're gonna name some of your teammates and you're gonna give them an award. Trinity Rodman.
Flyest.
Aubrey Kingsbury.
Brick Wall Award.
Casey Kruger.
Fun Mom Award.
Ashley Hatch.
I would say Cool Kid Award.
Hal.
Goofball Award.
Lacey Santos.
Sweetheart Award.
Sophia Smith.
Goat Award.
Alyssa Nair.
Goalkeeper of the Year Award.
Lindsay Horan.
Big Time Award.
Mal Swanson.
Big Sis Award.
And Naomi Gurma.
Clamps Award.
That's a good one. I've never heard of that. And the last game we're going to play is you are going to build the perfect baller. Basically, you are going to pick somebody that you think has the best left foot, someone that you think has the best right foot, someone for speed, someone for strength, and someone for a football IQ. So who is going to be your left foot?
I am.
Right foot.
Right foot, Sophia Smith.
Speed.
Or I'm going to go with Tren.
Strength.
I think Crystal is very strong.
Okay, and then the last but not least, for the football IQ.
Marta.
That is a sick player. Thank you so much. This was so much fun. Oh, can we see your dog?
Yeah. Kush. Come here, Papa. Sit down. Good boy. It's good boy.
Let's. Oh my gosh, the gray eyes.
Hey y'all, it's Croix Bethune, a midfielder for the Washington Spirit. You can catch me on the Indivisa Show and follow me on Instagram at Croix Bethune.
Thanks for tuning into the Indivisa Show, brought to you by e.l.f. Cosmetics. Don't forget to get an e.l.f. grip with a Power Grip Primer to keep your look dewy and hydrated all day on the field and off for just $10 at elfcosmetics.com.